My great-grandpa's story did not just affect one man or one family for one generation. It kept going and going. And when I really started looking at it, it was like following a breadcrumb trail of behaviors and patterns, decisions, and broken families, all with this underlying misguided feeling of unworthiness. And that looks different for everybody, but it's things like not feeling worthy of love or good health or of peace or financial stability, etc., etc. And it all leads back to the same place. But it's not just about my family, because this is a story that has repeated itself in a lot of different ways for a lot of different people. And my hope is that this reaches someone who it can help. My great-grandpa now has great-great-grandchildren who are entering adulthood, and there are, I don't know exactly how many, but probably 80 or more people in total who all descended from that same family. And whether we realize it or not, it has had an effect on every one of us, some of us more profoundly than others. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized all of this has been passed down, and not intentionally, not because people are trying to hurt anybody, and certainly not trying to hurt their kids, but it's because it's what they knew, and it's all they knew. And I think for most of us, we only see what's right in front of us from our own perspective and how things have affected us personally without ever really thinking about where it came from and why. And that's where grace comes in. Not to excuse it and not to ignore it, but to understand it differently. Because once you step outside yourself and see the picture as a whole, you can't unsee it. And that's the part that changes things, because it doesn't just live in the past, it shows up in you too. And then your choices affect the next generation. But at some point, you can realize, all this did not start with me, but it can stop with me. Because you have a choice in what happens next. And not to erase it, not to pretend it all didn't happen, but to decide what you do with it. And for me personally, that starts with recognizing it and choosing something a lot more powerful. And that is why I saw that sign.